that's a lot. Why does it feel like we are always in a rush? It is another day in the life of Felicia Jarrell. Welcome back to another vlog, girl. I think we may be on a little streak around this thing. If this is your first time joining, you don't know who I am. My name is Felicia, but my faves, aka my subscribers, they call me Fee. Why do I have on gloves, you ask? Because I need to put up this hair, and every time I try to fiddle and fondle with this hair with these nails, they get under them. They pop off. Something happens. So I've decided to try it with some gloves today. I'm going to end up using one of these. I don't know which one. But we actually have a pool party to go to today. Faith and I have been out and about already this morning, bright and early, because Faith needed to get a birthday gift for the little girl, and Dalia's daughter is going too. So we all decided to go and hang out and ride around together and do all of the things, right? Cool, no problem. But you know how girls get together and you go from one thing to the next. You be like, oh, well, you know, what you got to do next? You know, when can we right here? How about we pop over there? What about doing this? We did a lot more than just wake up, go get a gift, and come home. The party started an hour ago. But luckily for us, it is in the neighborhood, so we don't feel so bad, if I'm being honest. Like, it's hot outside. Ooh, okay, great. I didn't know how many times I was going to have to try and, like, loop it to get a ponytail. That was what my concern was going to be, is like how many times I got to loop this around. I figured I would put on a headband, but honestly, it don't look bad with the, I guess, the beginning of the braid showing. Now, if I decide to put this on, this is my little waist thing, but I figure, you know, we could tighten it and make it do what it do, because this is a lot of hair, honey. This is a lot of hair. Anyways, okay, I got my headband. So the party is actually supposed to be a pool party today, and I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. But girl, I don't know if I want to get in the water or do any of that. I don't know if I want to be at the party, if I'm being honest, because it's just hot. It's so hot outside. Okay, no. What do you think? I feel like it don't really make much of a difference, but maybe it does. Who knows? I want to bring this up a little bit more if I can. Oh girl, now I look like Sideshow Bob. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe we should split it again. Maybe it'll look a little bit better. It's really because I don't want to wrap it twice, because it's just so much hair and it takes so much time. Or can I, like, but then I would have to pin it if I did that, you know, like something like that. I don't know, but I know I need to do my edges. That's what I know I need to do for sure. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Girl, I don't even know if I can go get in the water today, because I think him might use mine for a little wax. So I gotta go upstairs and see if I got some boy short swim shorts that I can wear, because yeah. But that reminds me of this time. I will tell y'all the story, but just thinking about it is so funny. It reminds me of this time I had this employee. This was 4 years ago, I think, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. I had this employee, and we never knew where she stood on the scale of I guess sexuality. I'm not sure. Like, she was married to a man, but it just always was, she was just masculine. That's what I'll say. She was very masculine, but she was cool people though. Like, she was very cool, and you know, well, none of my business what you do when you get home. No way. But this one particular time, we decided that we were going to go work at a hotel. downtown. Like we were gonna go do a co-working day, just kind of strategize, map out, you know, the next quarter, designs we needed, just all the things, right? So it was me, her, Bree, Jazz. And we got like a suite, like one of the bigger rooms, not a penthouse, but we just got a suite at the hotel. So because that particular hotel, some of the bigger rooms had conference tables in them. And so we were like, oh, this will be perfect. We can go here. So we get in the room, right? We went and had breakfast. We get in the room. We ran from the homeless lady. That's a whole nother story for a different day too. So when we get in this room, this girl gonna say something. Oh, I want to get comfortable, right? Okay. And she said, can I take my pants off? She said, for real. She said, can I take my pants off? And why did my crazy tail say, you got a wax? You got a wax? Because what you not finna do is take your pants off in front of me and subject me to all types of situations coming out the side of your... No. Why this girl gonna stand there and say, oh no, I'm straight, I'm good. Y'all, we talked about this story for years because it was just so funny. It just came out of nowhere. Like, can you take your pants off? I don't know. That girl was funny to me. She was one of the most hilarious people I have ever met in my life. She always had us laughing. She was always doing something quirky, something funny. I don't know if I like this, but who cares, y'all? It's just to go to a pool party, right? So why am I being so extra right now? I don't know. So this is how we're going to wear it today. I wish that I could put it up higher, but in order to put it up higher, I would have to loop it more than once. And I'm going to take my hair back down tonight because me and my husband are going out to dinner. We have a restaurant visit to go to today. And yes, he's coming to this one. He knows the time. We're not going to run into any issues, I hope. So after the party, I got to come home, take a nap, you know, just kind of wind down for a second, get dressed again, which is why I'm not doing my makeup right now because we going outside. I'm not putting on makeup. I got on sunscreen. That's the best that I can do. So we got to do that. And then we got to go to dinner tonight. But in the meantime, between time, I got to go find me a swimsuit that I can wear. Yeah. Nothing that a good old cover up can't fix. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. So I do have on my little swim. Girl, why did I forget that I could just wear my visor? Like, just put the visor on, girl. Shoot, if I can get it over this hair. Oh gosh. Why am I breath? Hold on. Oh. Whew. So word to the wise, if you decide to do this crochet style and put it up, be mindful of what all can occur, honey. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Mother is in business. All I need now are my sunglasses and my bob bag. Oh, let's go. Girl, I don't think I've ever been this happy in my life to have the bubble guts. Honey, we were sitting out in that hot sun, okay? And I kept asking Dalia, I was like, are we gonna leave? When do you wanna leave? Like, what time is the party gonna be over? And she's like, oh, we're gonna stay the whole time. I done sat out there and took a nap because it was so hot. I put the towel on me, girl, and I just went to sleep. And I woke up. I tried to engage with them people one time about nothing. And so probably about 10 minutes or so in of me opening my eyes, my stomach started. I said, you know, that little clench. I said, Dalia, can you bring Faith home? My stomach hurt. She was like, yeah. You know, I was like, Okay, I gotta go. When I tell you, girl, I was so happy. I was so happy to get up out of there. I made it home just in time too. Here, my chin, okay? I made it home, girl. I'm telling y'all, the closer I get to 40, woo, your system, baby. If you are hearing the sound of my voice and you under the age of 30 or 30 and under, I just want to tell you, my girl, cherish these last few years, because the closer you inch to 40, ain't gonna be no holding it. Ain't gonna be no, oh, I got some time, I can wait. Ooh. You gonna have to become a vigilant man when you walk into locations. You need to spot where is the bathroom, exits. How fast is it gonna take me to get to the at all times? So needless to say, I'm gonna go ahead and shower, obviously, and then I'm gonna take a nap because that heat exhausted me. We actually don't have dinner until 8, so we don't have to leave the house till 7. So I'm gonna wake up around 5:30, 6, and we're gonna start getting ready for date night. I'm so excited. This restaurant, I looked it up. It looks like it's gonna be really, really good. So I'm hype about that. Girl, I have risen from my nap, okay? I sat right here over in this chair. I put on my heating blanket. Yeah, it went down. That was the best 45-minute nap. I don't know what it is about the heat that just like drains you. Tell me why right before I decided to take my nap, I texted my husband, girl, and I was like, hey, what time do you think we're going to leave the house? And he called and he was like, we're meeting there. You have to drive the truck, because he was in my car. He had some work to do with my car today. And I'm like, what? That ain't what we discussed. He was like, but remember, I got to go back to work afterwards. Y'all, I'll be so glad when I make it big in life again. So this man ain't got to work 50 million dog hours, because it is absolutely insane. But he told me I was going to have to drive that doggone Cybertruck. And if you know how I feel about driving that Cybertruck. But nevertheless, I said, okay, well, let me take a nap. Let me regroup, get myself together, because this is definitely going in a different direction than what I intended it to go. I even opted, you know what, putting on the wrong thing, child. Because of that, I decided that I did not want to wear a dress tonight, that I was going to put on some pants. Do y'all remember the brand Nygaard Slims? You gotta be a Dillard's girl to know what Nygaard Slims is. I think now the brand is called Slim Factor. But I whipped out my Nygaard Slims and put them on, and I got on this cute peplum top from Zara. I'll show y'all the outfit once we get done with my makeup that I am going to wear. The only issue currently is that my boobs are literally popping out. And I have on covers, but what I really need is some fabric tape. So I'm really contemplating, even though the top is super cute, I'm really contemplating changing shirts, because I don't want to be sitting at the restaurant all night concerned and worried about how are my boobs. Like, can you see the covers? Yeah. So I don't want to have to deal with that all night long. But then I'm sitting here trying to figure out, well, what shirt do I have where I still feel like, ooh, girl, that's a lot. Oh. Well, I don't know what I was thinking. Hold on, girl. I got to see this up close in person. Because what is really going on? Ooh wee, that's a lot, but I think I can fix it. We're gonna try at least, because it's on there now, and to take it off would just take up way too much time. We're gonna have to make this color corrector look like a plus. Oh, Lord. Girl. What was I thinking, girl? Well, let's put on a little concealer so I can keep talking. So yeah, the top that I'm thinking about wearing, I have like this sculpted cardigan that I love. It's by Good American that I think would work. It just would be more casual than it would be, you know, like dressy, I guess. I'm gonna have to overdo this makeup. That is crazy. Then it will be more dressy. So that to me is kind of like, do I want to do that? I don't know. But at the same time, I can't be out like what's going on my boobs. I'm just going to squeeze this on here. Because right now, we just got to make this work. So that's the only thing. I'm telling you, when you like gain weight and you feel a way about your body, it is so incredibly hard to just put on the clothes and go. Like, you question everything about your body, from your boobs to your stomach to your butt to your thighs to your legs to your like everything gets questioned because you just feel and I'm like, oh, this is not the plan for me in life to feel like this. Okay, I think it may be okay. I actually think it may be okay. I might have to put on a little bit more foundation, but I don't know. I feel like it's okay. And so that's just kind of how I've been feeling lately. Like, the clothes that I have are from when I was 20 pounds lighter. And it's so crazy because just a year ago, it was in the reverse. It was like the clothes that I had a year ago were from when I was 60 pounds bigger. And now the clothes in my closet are from when I was 20 pounds lighter. So everything just feels like off. You know what I mean? When I put it on. And it's like, I can get in it, but it don't look like how it looked 20 pounds ago. So I'm torn in between buying new clothes, obviously, or lose weight, you know. And what are my options in order to do that? And it's really like, oh, girl. What I really want to do is obviously get back on the GLP-1 because of all of the things that it helped me with. But then at the same time, what I was paying a month was absolutely insane because I didn't have a prescription for it. And I just have not, I know there's all these online, like the Roll, because I keep seeing ads for that. Who else does it? A couple other companies do it. But what I find is like they give you this introductory price and then they hit you with the real price month over month over month. And I'm like, if I'm going to end up still paying $350, $400, $500 at this point, maybe I should just get big enough, you know, overweight enough for my height, my body, you know, where I'm borderline diabetic. So they'll give me the prescription. Is that insane to think that way? But I'm like, girl, somebody got to cover this medicine for the price that I want to pay. Oh, I did good. Yeah, okay. Note to self, don't be scared, girl. You know what you're doing. See, I felt like a beginner in that moment. I'm like, oh, Lord, I done messed it up. I don't know what I'm doing. And I only got, honestly, 20 minutes to get ready. So there's that. I'm loving this Road bronzer. This is my third or fourth day wearing it. Girl, I'm starting to think that I've been wearing the wrong color bronzer for years. Years! Okay. I think I'm going to do a little bit right here for the night. Literal years. Because the way that this shows up, it just tells me that I have legit been wearing the wrong color. I've been going lighter than what I need. I don't know if it was I was scared to go darker. Like, I read the things and they say tan, neutral, warm, you know, whatever. And everybody says I'm neutral. So I always get like a medium neutral or a tan neutral. But girl, the way this bronzer shows up, chef's freaking kiss. Chef's freaking kiss. I almost don't even feel like I need a new powder bronzer anymore. So yeah, back to what I was saying with this whole weight situation. The gym has finally opened back up. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. So come Monday, I got to figure out a new routine now that the kids are in school and I take Faith to school for me to get to the gym every day so that I can do the Stairmaster, or at least, 3 to 4 times a week. We might not get too crazy there talking about some every day, but 3 to 4 times a week for sure. We need to be on that. I'm so excited about that because I'm like, something has got to give. I'm going to go in with this one. This is the Huda Beauty Peach Sorbet because I feel like I'm hoping that it's going to make the Milani this really pop since it's date night. And I'm using, girl, I'll be using the same 2 brushes for everything. So that is going to be my goal, is figuring out the time that I'm going to be able to walk from my house to the gym, or am I going to drive over there? I need to figure that part out. Do I just want to drive, do the Stairmaster? I figured that I have a couple of options. You tell me what you would watch. I'm going to watch an episode of Living Single, an episode of Martin, or an episode of Law and Order, or watch other YouTubers, like other vlogs. Here's what I'll say about watching the other vlogs is that, the girls be taking breaks. So there has to be a way for me to know what I'm going to watch going in before I get there. Whereas like with Martin, with Law and Order, with Living Single, you know what I'm saying? You just pick an episode and do what you're going to do. So that's kind of like my thought process is, what should I do? So drop down and tell me, would you watch a vlog? Like, what do you feel would be the thing that would keep you the most intrigued when it comes to being on that Stairmaster, honey? Because we want to be on there for what? At least 30 minutes, right? At least 30 minutes. And then we can weigh our options from there. I'm going to let this dry. So yeah, that's just like kind of where I'm at with everything. Is what is going to be my new routine, my new schedule. Because I can complain, I can talk about it all day and night. Oh, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight. But until I actually do something, it doesn't really matter. Where is my puff? Okay, we're gonna have to improvise because I don't have time to find one. Girl, if you could see the way that this shirt looks right now with my boobs popping out, you would be so freaking tickled. Because yeah, and this is just for me an indicator of what it would look like once I sit down at the restaurant. I can't wear this top. It's actually from when I was bigger, but I just felt like it should fit. It would fit. However, I guess my boobs are still smaller from when I lost the weight. So this ain't gonna work. We are finally at the finish line. My husband actually called about 3 minutes ago and was like, hey, how far are you? How far am I? I ain't left the house yet. And I said, it's only a 45-minute drive. And he was like, okay, we got to park and all that stuff. Yeah. That's cool. Whatever, honey. Just know I'm getting there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to put on this little highlight because I just think it's so cute. I just love the way that it looks. I don't know if my face is too orange or not, but I'm looking at it in this camera, and I think I did a pretty dang on bang up job to have plastered my face with all that orange initially, and of course the finishing touch. Yeah, when I look into that little mirror, yeah, we're gonna hit it with the skin finish. Oh, I'm gonna have to take some photos and spray. When I was with Dalia and them this morning, we actually did go over to Ulta. I don't know if I told y'all that, but we went to Target. We went to Ulta. We went to TJ Maxx. And I picked up some new lippies by Milani. Because I was so impressed with like the blush. I was like, you know what? Let me see what that lip do, girl. Y'all know this the trendsetter that I have been obsessed with. I actually picked up 3 lips. These are supposed to be their matte lips here. One is called Iconic and one is called Glow Up. And then I got their lip plumper gloss. And so I think I'm gonna try Glow Up tonight. Let that matte down. And I'm gonna take my Chanel purse with me tonight. Hopefully that'll spruce up the outfit some. Ooh, that's pink. And then we gotta hurry up and get out of here. Because like I said, he just called about 4 minutes ago. And I told him I was leaving in 3. Do we like that? I feel like I liked it before I put this on. I'm gonna have to go look at my mirror in the bathroom, but I don't know. Anyways, I don't have time to even try to figure it out. I'm gonna go change tops and then we're gonna jump in this truck and head to the restaurant. Oh shoot, I gotta show y'all my outfit, don't it? God dang it. This is the outfit. Like I said, I changed the shirt to the cardigan and I just opened it up at the top. And it splits in the bottom, so it creates like this nice little silhouette. These what the nightguards look like. And then for the shoe, I'm gonna drive in my flats, but I'm gonna wear these Dolce & Gabbana little cute mules, just to give it a little quick, you know, spruce up moment. But I got to go for real. My girls, so we are at the restaurant. This place is called the Lion's Den. It is in the Stoneleigh Hotel in Dallas. Y'all, this place is so nice. Everything that we've had this far has been incredible. We had Caesar salad to start. They brought in bread. They had like house-made bread that was really delicious. We had steak tartare. New to me. And then we also just had like some ravioli, oxtail ravioli and bone marrow. So I don't know, girl, but it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. My husband unfortunately had to leave. He had to go back to work. It's like 9:42 at night right now. So let's see.
Here we have.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
This is your branzino.
Ooh.
Top with the mollica
Okay.
and the crispy artichokes.
Thank you.
And here's your porterhouse, the red wine jus paired with the twice baked potatoes.
All right.
And, okay, he's gonna come and treat you with this.
Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Are you live?
I'm vlogging. No, I'm not live. No.
I wasn't sure how we wanted to hear. We'll do that there.
Oh yeah. Okay. There we go. Thank you, chef. Girl, I was not expecting the chef to do all that for little old me, okay? Who am I? Who am I? Anyway, yeah. It's literally 9:45 at night. So my husband was really excited about the porterhouse. So I want to make sure that I keep that for him so that he can enjoy it and he can eat it when he gets home. I'm trying to like get the lighting right because yeah, here we go. Let's see, girl. Is that better? I think that's a little better. Might not be perfect, but I'm trying. Oh, sis. Hold on. Girl. Look. Okay. Here we are. So, yeah, my husband really wants to try the porterhouse. I'm going to show y'all this porterhouse. It looks phenomenal. Okay, I wanted the lobster pot pie. It actually wasn't on their menu like by itself, but I asked for it, so they were willing to do it, obviously, because I'm featuring it. And then I got the branzino, so I'm about to dive in, girl. I'm about to dive in. sister. We are on our way back home. Girl, it is 11:12 p.m. at night. Mother is tired. Who do I think I am being out this late at night, girl? And also being on this highway with these people. They done had traffic stops at night because they doing construction and all of that. I was nervous 2 or 3 times. But anyway, let's talk about that meal, shall we? When I tell you that food slapped, sister, it slapped. Okay? Top to bottom, 10s across the board. Service, 10s. Ambiance, 10s. Foods, 10s. Bring you a little bit of seasoning, 10s, 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 10s. Okay? Let me tell you, it was so delicious. We had so many things. So many things. That porterhouse, I now understand why TJ was so excited that like there was nothing off limits on the menu and they actually recommended us to do the porterhouse. I get it. When it came out, I said, oh, ooh, because they have like servings for 2, 3, or 4 type of deal. You know, they do family styles and all that at the restaurants now. But that porterhouse was freaking huge, girl. I had the branzino. I took a little bite of it. It was really good. I love the crusted top on it. But let me tell you, that lobster pot pie. Oh my God, that lobster pot pie. Yeah. Give me 10 of them. It was so freaking good. I was a little sad that my husband had to leave early. Not sad like I was the other day, but just like, dang, he missing out on the food. Like when the food actually started coming out, like the entrees, I was like, dang, he missing out on the food. But it's okay. I have his meal. He already told me as soon as he get home. Hey,
I literally follow you.
you follow me on YouTube?
I don't even know you.
I'm like, huh? Okay. See, this is why you always got to have the camera on. Because what was that? Girl, I don't know who that was, but if you actually do follow me, hey girl. So funny. She was like in the back seat and like stuck her head out of the back seat. It was like, I follow you. I'm like, you do. And the other girl was like, you don't even know who that is. What a way to end the night, y'all. A good date night, especially one that is ending like this, can ever be finished until we do car karaoke. Okay? I got a playlist. We finna have us a good time as we cruise down this highway to the house. This my girl.